When you think of international sports, baseball probably is not the first thing that comes to mind. While popular in countries like the United States, Cuba, and Japan, the game takes a backseat to other sports like football and basketball on the international stage. This fall, a historically strong footballing nation will look to make its mark on the diamond, fighting to qualify for one of the world's premier baseball tournaments. Let's take a look at this up-and-coming South American program. July 7th, 2022 marked an important day for baseball in Argentina. That was the day Major League Baseball and the World Baseball Softball Confederation released details of the 2023 World Baseball Classic. It was also the day that Argentina, nicknamed the Gauchos, was announced as a participant in Pool B of the WBC Qualifiers, taking a spot reportedly earmarked for the Philippines. This marks Argentina's first appearance in the WBC qualifying tournament. On that Thursday morning, the program was ranked 27th in the world, placing 4th in South America and 12th in the combined WBSC Americas. Two of the three South American teams ahead of them, number 6 Venezuela and number 11 Colombia, are already guaranteed a spot in the main tournament in March of 2023. The third, number 25 Brazil, appeared in the 2013 World Baseball Classic and represents one of the 5 teams Argentina will have to face as they compete for one of 2 qualifying spots from Pool B. In an article for BaseballArgentino.com, site director Diego Becasese sat down with Argentine Baseball Federation President Rafael Salinas about the Gauchos' road to the qualifiers in Panama City. According to the article, it all started in the summer of 2021 with the return of Major League Baseball's coach development program. This was Argentina's first opportunity to show the MLB that the country was keen on sports other than football. In the article, Becasese outlines the long road to competition. Salinas spoke with Henry Gonzalez, MLB's senior manager of international talent development, and Nelson Gonzalez, the World Baseball Classic project manager for 2023. He touched on Argentina's baseball history, its current situation with the sport, and its aspirations going forward. Fast forward 4 months to early December of 2021, and encouraging news came in from Major League Baseball. According to Becasese, that's when Salinas heard that Argentina was being considered for the World Baseball Classic qualifying tournament. The only caveat was that he couldn't tell anyone. So Salinas moved forward in secret, fulfilling the requirements for participation and handling the requisite communications all by himself. And that's how things went for the next 7 months. Now to June 2022 and initial confirmation. On June 28th, MLB reportedly confirmed to the FAB that Argentina had been added to the 2023 qualifying slate, taking a spot many thought would go to the Philippines. It would be another week before the news went public, surprising fans and the Argentine media alike. When asked what it took for Argentina to replace the Filipinos, Salinas said the Gauchos' positioning in the WBSC Americas played an important role. Whatever the reason, Argentina was in, and the Filipinos, ranked 36th in the world and 7th in Asia, were out. The Gauchos became the 4th team from WBSC Americas in the 2023 qualifying tournament, and the 12th in the entire 2023 field. In Pool B, they'll face 2 former WBC competitors in number 13 Panama and number 25 Brazil, alongside number 15 Nicaragua, number 31 Pakistan, and number 46 New Zealand. Let's take a look at the team Argentina will try to field. We'll start out with the coaching staff. While several teams will head into the qualifiers with foreign coaches and managers, Argentina boasts a fully domestic staff. Rolando Arnedo was one of the first Argentinian players to play in the American minor league system, and is the current skipper for one of the Diamondbacks' Arizona Complex League teams. He will guide the Gauchos as manager. He previously led Argentina from 2018 to 2019, including their run at the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. His pitching coach, Marcelo Alfonso, is the current manager of one of the Houston Astros Dominican Summer League teams. The rest of the staff comes from within the Argentine program, including bench and hitting coach Gabriel Sanzo, outfield and third base coach Eduardo Capdevila, infield and first base coach Nicolas Solari, and quality control and analytics coach Federico Bisbal. Sanzo and Capdevila have coached the national team during previous international competitions, including multiple South American championships and the 2019 Pan American Games. Turning to the roster itself, it's a bit more difficult to speculate. Becasese's article names 3 high-level professional players that are confirmed eligible to play for Argentina in 2023. Unfortunately, none of the 3 are expected to be available at the beginning of this fall's qualifying tournament. Left-handed pitcher Daniel Castano has appeared in 22 games for the Miami Marlins since the beginning of the 2020 season, starting 17 of them. Castano holds a 2-7 record in 85 2/3 major league innings, to go along with 45 strikeouts and a 3.89 career ERA. His minor league record shows a bit more promise, with 17 wins over 3 seasons with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp at the AA and AAA levels. The Orlando native's eligibility stems from the fact that his grandparents are natives of Argentina. Castano is currently on Miami's injured list after taking a line drive to the head in late July. He's not expected back this season after running into some additional shoulder issues, but he should be ready by March for the main tournament. Yenier Cano is a completely different story. The 28-year-old right-hander is not descended from an Argentine family, nor was he born there. Instead, the former standout closer for Ciego de Avila of the Cuban National Series acquired Argentine residency after defecting from his home country in 2016. A few years later, in 2019, he'd signed with MLB's Minnesota Twins for $750,000. The righty would finally debut for Minnesota in 2022, appearing in 10 games with a 9.22 ERA before getting traded off to Baltimore for Jorge Lopez. Like Castano, Cano's minor league track record points towards more success than he's shown at the major league level. In 79 appearances and 119 innings pitched, Cano holds a 3.33 ERA in the American minor leagues. He also has 1 appearance for Baltimore since being acquired, giving up 7 runs in 1 2/3 innings and bloating his major league ERA to 12.33. As we write this, Cano is pitching for the AAA Norfolk Tides of the International League. If he's not called up to Baltimore by the end of the season, there are rumors that Cano could be available for Argentina after the first game of the Panama City Qualifiers. The last notable option for the Gauchos is a star hitter in the Eastern Hemisphere. Taiwanese slugger An Ko Lin plays right field for the Uni Lions of Taiwan's Chinese Professional Baseball League. The 25-year-old lefty's mother is from Argentina. Lin won Rookie of the Year in 2020, leading his league in home runs and RBI. He followed up that impressive performance in 2021 with a .302 average, 16 homers, and 17 steals. Unfortunately, Lin has missed much of 2022 with a broken wrist. According to CPBL stats on Twitter, the Uni Lions are taking things slowly with Lin, ramping up his playing time incrementally since the beginning of August. That caution, along with the fact that the CPBL's season runs through the middle of October, means that Lin will not be available in Panama City. While Major League talent is probably off the table in 2022, the Gauchos have other high-level options for the qualifying round. One of those is 27-year-old second baseman Ezequiel Televi. Nicknamed Pichu, Televi brings a strong track record from his time in Italy's top baseball league, Serie A. Back in 2021, Televi hit a whopping .500 with 37 hits, 21 RBI, and 10 stolen bases in just 74 at-bats for Tecnovap Verona. He'd move on to Parma in 2022, posting a .292, .403, .425 triple slash during the Italian season. He was even better during the European Baseball Champions Cup, recording 9 hits and a .409 average over 5 games against the best teams from Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and the Czech Republic. In July, Televi hit .563 in the South American Baseball Championships. Televi's double play partner in Panama City looks to be Agustin Teixeira. The 29-year-old shortstop is coming off a strong season in France's top league, Division 1, where he posted a .301 average in 18 games for the third-place Montigny Cougars. Teixeira has prior success in Italy and Argentina, including time with Padule and Macareta in Serie A. He also won an MVP award in Argentina's domestic league. Teixeira has posted strong numbers in international competition, placing 5th in batting average during the 2019 Pan American Games. That track record and a serviceable glove should contribute to a strong middle infield for the Gauchos in the qualifiers. Other players with international backgrounds that could see playing time this fall include standout center fielder Sebastian Garcia, starting pitcher and probable staff ace Federico Robles, his younger brother Matias, and longtime catcher Lucas Nakandakare. There's also some talk of players from Venezuela and other foreign countries joining the team, though nothing official has been released. While much of the roster is still a closely guarded secret, we can take a look at how a best-case scenario Argentinian team could fare in Panama City. The Gauchos will face teams from Asia, Oceania, and the Americas in Pool B. Matched up against Pakistan and New Zealand, the Gauchos would have a solid chance at picking up the win. Pakistan doesn't have much pitching, and their hitters don't have much experience against professional talent. Outside of the WBC qualifiers in 2016, the vast majority of Pakistan's international experience came against lower-ranked teams, while Argentina has experience against the best of WBSC Americas. On the surface, Argentina's showing at the Pan American Games in 2019 is less than stellar. They went 1-3 while getting shutout and mercy ruled in 2 of their 4 appearances, picking up their only win against a Peruvian squad that qualified as host. While that may not look great on paper, the Argentinians picked up something more positive than a couple of wins. The Gauchos got to face off against top pitchers like former Phillies reliever Philippe Amont former Braves reliever Sugar Ray Merrimon, and star Cuban pitchers Freddy Alvarez and Pedro Alvarez. Even if they were big losses, Garcia, Nakandakare, Tessera, and Televi got valuable reps against the kind of talent they could face in Panama City and in the main tournament this March. In their situation, that kind of experience is invaluable. More recently, Argentina put up a good fight at the South American Baseball Championships in July of 2022. They went 5-1 while splitting 2 games with a Brazilian squad that could very easily overlap with their Panama City roster. Only an Andre Rienzo shutout kept the Gauchos from sweeping to their second straight Sudamericano championship. While Pakistan, New Zealand, and potentially even Brazil are realistically winnable games for Argentina, Panama and Nicaragua will be the biggest hurdles keeping them out of the main WBC. Of course, Panama is coming off 2 disappointing showings in the WBC qualifying tournaments, including a shock upset by Brazil in 2012. And while they have more high-level international experience than Argentina, much of Nicaragua's success came decades ago, and they may not have their best players available in Panama City. If Argentina could pull together a serviceable rotation and a couple of solid relievers to go with their hitting core, they might have a shot at picking up one of the 2 berths up for grabs in Pool B. Regardless of the final result, the fact that Argentina is getting a shot at qualifying for the World Baseball Classic is huge for a country with a deep history of competition. Baseball is trending up in Argentina, as football and softball dominate the international stage. The talent to compete is surely there, but talent alone does not win championships, or in this case, berths. Luck is a big component, and we won't know how lucky the Gauchos are until they hit the field in Panama City. Until then, all we can do is speculate about the mark Argentina will make on the baseball world.